Dr. Amy Sapola, Director of Pharmacy with an F here at the Chef's Garden. Today I'm going to talk about making school lunches for kids with all of these beautiful seasonal vegetables. First, I wanted to go over the boxes. So I have two different bento style boxes. This one's just out of wheat straw, super simple, really light. This one is metal that has a silicone sleeve on it. So really it's your preference. Both of them work really well. But looking for a lid that's nice and secure so you're not having lunch spill in your backpack. So first we'll start off just talking about the dips. Here I have 3 different colors of hummus. And color is so important. Color is phytonutrients. So including as many colorful vegetables as you can, hummus is a great way to include vegetables. So using just a base recipe for hummus, this one has beets in it, this one has purple carrots, and this one has sorrel. We also have tzatziki sauce, which we'll be using a little later on, a pesto, and then an olive tapenade. And then we have a bunch of different types of cheese. So we have ricotta, mascarpone, a mozzarella, and a goat cheese. So these cucumbers are called snacking cucumbers, and they're such a fun way to get kids involved. So just using these little small size cutters. So simply choosing your shape. Here we have a star, I have a heart, and a flower. So you really just press down. The other thing I like about this is you don't really have to waste any part of it. So you can cut your shape and you have kind of this one and then this one as well. So both are fine to go in the lunchbox. And again, just make it more fun. And the kids can do this themselves. My son's 3, and he loves making these shapes and then eating them. Some of them end up on the floor. Some of them, end up in his mouth. But at the end of the day, he has so much fun. And again, it just involves kids. And then they're more likely to eat it if they've actually played a role in doing so. The other thing I really like is doing little skewers. So this is just tomatoes and mozzarella on a skewer. Again, fits really nicely in a lunchbox. You can pack it on the go, and really super quick and easy to do. So simply just picking out your tomatoes, sliding them right on there. And this is just pearled mozzarella. You could even slide a cucumber on there. Actually, we could use some of our shapes. So you could do your little heart on there. And again, just super quick and easy. Kids could even pick out the vegetables as they go and skewer whatever they'd like on here with their different shapes. And again, super easy to just include right in the lunchbox. The other way I like to use these shapes is making little sandwiches. So you can make really quick, easy veggie sandwiches using really whatever is in season. So in this case, we'll do just tomatoes and cucumbers. And then, again, just using this little heart here, you can put that right between. Maybe we'll use a little bit of the olive spread. We could put some goat cheese in too. Really, it's whatever you like. So being creative, don't be scared to try new things, new combinations. And again, get the kids involved in seeing what they like. Most of the time, if they do it, they'll try it at least, which is really great. So again, you could skewer this, but just a little heart sandwich. A really nice snack, again, in a lunchbox, easy to bring along. All right, so the next sandwich we're gonna make is just a veggie sandwich. One of the things you can do with the extra bread is you can dry it out, make breadcrumbs. You can throw it just in a freezer in a bag until you're ready to do it, so you're not just making a little bit at a time, but really saving it and utilizing it, because otherwise you could end up with a lot of waste. The other thing you could do is use this almost as a thickener for your tzatziki sauce. If it's a little thin, grind it up, put it in there. So the bread that I'm using here is just a gluten-free bread. Really, it's your choice, what you prefer. I like whole grain breads, generally speaking, but finding a bread that your kids like, that holds up well in lunch boxes, so usually a little bit firmer, especially if you're using wetter vegetables like a tomato, it will tend to absorb some moisture. So, and I like a nice thick slice, but you can see how pretty these tomatoes are. They're almost like just an explosion of color inside with the pink and the orange and the yellow. Again, with the scraps of the vegetables as you cut them, really just save them. You can include them in simple salads, or again, have the kids dip those. We can do some cucumber on this. You could also do pickles. I know my kids love anything fermented, which is delicious. We'll do a little tzatziki sauce. And again, maybe just a little bit of olive tapenade here. And then we also have this micro basil, and I love including microgreens wherever I can, because microgreens, gram for gram, are more nutrient dense than the full-grown plant. So being able to even include that little extra pop of flavor, sprinkle those right in there. And there you go, just a great vegetable sandwich. You could also leave this unassembled and put it in one of the lunchbox compartments, again, so the bread doesn't get too wet. These little snacking peppers are another great lunchbox item. As you can see, they fit really nicely in the little compartments, and they're so simple to just like dip, enjoy, share with friends, right? So now we're gonna use a cabbage leaf blanched to make a sandwich with our root vegetable slices. So first, I'm just putting this into a pot of boiling water with a little bit of salt in it. It just takes about 30 seconds, and then it makes it so much easier to roll. Now I'm just putting it into a pot of ice water here. And that just helps stop the cooking process and makes it a little bit easier to handle. So I'm just gonna towel it off to get the water off of it. And you'll see what a beautiful green color it has now. So you can see an uncooked leaf versus a cooked leaf. These are new root vegetable slices. They are a great alternative to your traditional cold cuts. They have beets, carrots, parsnips, turnips, and radishes in them. And then just salt and calcium, basically. So you can cook them or serve them raw. They're super versatile. I'm gonna cook them today. So just gonna use a little bit of olive oil in a pan. And then we'll just put our root vegetable slices right in. Okay, so I just warmed these up. We didn't get too much of a caramelization on them, just kind of lightly browned. We'll go ahead and stick them right in the center of the wrap. And then on this, we'll put some coral flour. Beautiful, has a really sweet stem. And then we have sorrel hummus here. So super simple to make, a great way to use microgreens in your hummus to add color, flavor, and nutrients. And so we'll just put a little bit of the sorrel hummus here. And then I wanted to use one of these peppers, or maybe a couple of them. And you'll hopefully be able to see the color. These are a beautiful brownish red that you can see. And again, these snacking peppers can be used so many different ways, but are great to just cut up and put in a wrap. And then you can simply roll the wrap up, and then it fits really nicely in one of the bento boxes. We have these really simple little skewers that are animals, and we kind of debate what type of animals each one is, especially this one, which looks like a pig or a frog. But they go on, like you can stick them right into a tomato, super easy to dip into, say, like a beet hummus. So we use these just to put some color into their meals and put in that fun element where kids can play with their food, get dirty, really include fun and play into their food. So once again, I'm Dr. Amy Sapola, encouraging your kids and your family to eat the rainbow. Make sure you check out our Eat the Rainbow box. Follow Farmer Jones Farm on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipes from myself, Chef Jamie, and Farmer Lee.